BNY Racing back. Okay, I trying to save you a little bit of time here. I found as you do things, a few more things, you find little shortcuts. If you try and set this strut compressor just on the ground, a couple of things happen. One, you put tension on this bolt here where you're tightening it up. It's 24 metric on the bolt there. I put a nut. It comes with 2 extra nuts. I think one of them's a safety. I don't know why, but oh well. So it's there. And this is a safety thing too, which goes around it. So if it should jump out and take off half your face, like I said, you can't sue me because I'm not a real mechanic. I just do this backyard. I'm cheap as they come. Okay. Anyways, this has 4 pins that go down there as a safety, and they lock in the springs. The problem when you're laying it on the ground is gravity pushes this down, and these pins are up, and you can't get into the spring. What I found is a 14-inch rim, as you can tell, like that other one there. It's just, you get steel, aluminum, whatever, and it sets cradles in there good to where everything kind of it's out of the way, but at the same time you can work with it. Can't do it on a vise. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, you got arrows. This one has dots. There's your outside. This is to the out. Okay, what I'm going to do here, it really would behoove you to get an impact wrench. They gave me this for Christmas. I've been using it not only just for tires. This is a 19 millimeter. Fits perfect right into there. And once again, it's kind of difficult to get anything done. R is for reverse, F is for forward. We're going to go reverse because we're taking it out. Okay, so I'm going to hit it. I'm already pressed my springs, and then from there we'll take this bolt off. Boom! You saw a little snap. You won't be using that no more because that's the old one. If you have difficulty, once again, spray it with WD-40. Ooh, look at that! She just fell out. That might happen to you. It happened to me last time too. This is a little bearing, and if you forget how it goes, kind of look at the wear marks. As you can see under, there's a little bit of wear, so that sat right inside there. We know that was in there. There's a little, like a key, it's keyed out area. The arrows help you out a lot. There's your arrows again. Once again, that's going to be going out. So when you put it back in, that's the way you're going to put it. Try and keep everything the way you have it set so that you don't lose anything. This came off of the top here. Keep that onto there. Alright. Hold on a second there. Got my lovely wife assistant who's helping me out here. It's kind of hard to do. Just taking a break. Okay, here's another thing I do, another little trick of the trade. Is try and keep everything the way it goes, but it'll have like a sunburn. You can see the wear marks right there. If you kind of drop it or something and don't remember how that goes, just kind of try and put it back the way the sunburn was on the marks, and that'll be out. That says out. We're going to use that again. We're going to put that on the new piece. So we're keeping all that together. This has came out. Here's another piece that you're going to reuse. I don't know what this is called, but anyways, set it off to the side, and we know it's going to go in system. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. Bam. Set it down next to my beer. I probably need, okay, here's the rubber. Trying to set this one out. We're going right back into there. And as if you notice, the spring will fit. It's got a sunburn. And then this little offset is going to go into this side here. So, bam. Bam. And it sits right back in there, and it cradles it perfect in that 14-inch rim. Sorry, I did come up with that one. There's that little key where it's kind of set on there. And take off the new bolt. Right there. I'm setting this hoobie-doo, whatever that is, back into there. Get it out of the way. Okay. Then, I'm going to grab this. Remember, these 2 holes right here, that's out. There's a blue dot right there. That's out. Out here, it's going to have arrows. It goes out. Oh, okay. Thank you. We're going to need this. We're going to put that back in there too, which also says out. Ha ha ha. Alright, so anyways, we're going to set that into there, and it's got a sunburn. Woohoo! Makes it a little easier. Try and stick that right into the hole there. Bam. And try not to let it move around on you too much, but it's kind of difficult when you're doing it by yourself. But if I didn't have my lovely wife videotaping this, then you wouldn't have no way to. see that part. Okay, so we're there. I have that. I have that. Now it's like a little art game. I'm going to go ahead and try. Thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and align that arrow. Take this out. I got a piece here, and that's going to go. I could look on there and see where we're at. Yeah, it looks a little different. But, anyways, arrow says out. Okay, I'm going to wiggle it a little bit. And I'm going to stand this one up. Okay? Yeah, that's probably the most difficult part you're going to have on the whole assembly. Standing it up. You need that bolt. And here, where's my arrows? Alright, that says out, that's out. We're there. We have a problem with that. This is an old piece. That thing right there. I probably don't want that no more. Okay, going back in to where I was at. Arrows. Line, blue, arrows, arrow. Now I want to go ahead and put my bolt, which is what size again? 19. Hold that right there. I'm going to hand tight this. Okay, now what's going to happen here is if you come to this side here, I'm going to show you how them arrows line up. This two part here where your two bolts go in comes up, there's blue on the paint, there's that arrow, and that arrow down there. Now I'm ready to go ahead and put my impact wrench on it and let it rip. Now once I've done that, I've already told you about how to take it apart on the other side. So without running off into too much trouble here, you hold that a second. I'm going to try and torque this thing down. R, F. F is forward. She's going to spin on you a little bit. Here we go. Try and keep it in the line. Yeah, I like that. Okay. One more, baby. Just to make sure I'm where I want to be. Uh-oh, too much. I like that. Okay, let's move over there. I'm going to take this off. Are we on there right? Oh, no, we're not. See over here where she moved on me? Compression. Loosen that up. Oops. Okay. R. If it moves on you, basically get your thing, set it back in, and start over. Okay. Now, here's what the problem I had. That's why I'm redoing it. There we go. Slipped out of the notch. Okay. Now, what I want to do is get that started. Once again, make sure our arrows are lined up. Oops. Yeah. Coming up. 2 holes, lines, arrow, arrow, and we're good. And this time, if that happens to you, you gotta make sure that's on there. Now we want to go back and take compression off the springs and get ready to reinstall it. Once again, set it back in the hole. Fits perfect on that 14-inch rim. I'm gonna try and use the impact wrench. See if we can turn that thing around. I think it's a 22. Yeah, take that off. Let me get my wrench up. Although it's bigger, this side gotta come off. Because that was a 22, this is 24. Okay, anyways, I'd sing you a song, but there's really not a whole lot I can do. I'm gonna have to take this off, and it's gonna take a little while.
Stop it.
Well, yeah, let me explain what I'm gonna do here before you stop it. Now we know this is part 2, in case you don't get to go to part 3, which is not really much to it, is basically you take the spring, take the compression off of these springs, you're gonna pull the little cotter pins up, take it off of that, you're gonna set it back up there. This is gonna be on the outside, and in reverse of where we stopped on the first part, you're gonna go ahead, have somebody, you're gonna need some help here. You're pushing up on it, they're gonna put the 3 bolts on the top, and then from there you're gonna have to align the wheel with the two big bolts and the 2 big nuts that go right over here onto there, exactly how they came off, and then do everything in reverse order. You got 1 bolt holding 2 of these, slides into that, and the other one onto there, and then the other little clips onto there. Make sure you recheck everything, torque everything when you're done. Put your wheel back on, take it for an alignment. You need to go to get an alignment job. And if you're not as cheap as me and you don't want to do this yourself, buy your own thing, you go over to Bobby Jewett's down in Pampa, Texas. They'll do you well. Have a good day.